Good morning, students. This is Dynamics of Machinery Lab, code number MCC 15201. Today's experiment is study the performance of governor. I am the instructor, Dr. Shivayan Sarkar. Mr. Indrajit Sarkar, technical assistant of this lab, has helped me to demonstrate this experiment. There are four objectives in this experimental setup. First one is to study the effect of varying the mass of central state for Porter governors. Second one, to study the effect of varying initial spring compression for Hartnell governor. Third one, to determine the characteristics curve of slip position against the speed for the Hartnell governor. Fourth one, to determine the characteristics curve of radius of rotation against controlling force for Hartnell governor. Governor is a device which regulates the mean speed of a particular engine when there is the variation in load. When load on the engine increase or decrease, its speed respectively decreases or increase to a extent of the variation of load. In general, governors are two types: centrifugal governor and inertia governor. Centrifugal governors only centrifugal force and change in speed are responsible for controlling the action. Whereas inertia governor works on the principle of movement of inertia due to both centrifugal and inertia force. Again, centrifugal governor, these are classified as pendulum type and loaded type. Pendulum type governors generally called as watt governor. Loaded type again classified as dead weight governor or spin control governor. Dead weight governor that can be classified as Porter governor, Pruell governor, whereas spring control governor, those are classified as Hartnell governor, Hartung governor, Wilson Hartnell governor or Pickering governor. In this particular experimental setup, we will discuss the Porter governor as well as Hartnell governor. In general, these governors already we have discussed that governors, it will maintain a constant speed of a particular engine. Basically, it controls the flow of fluid through the engine or device, controlling its different parameter. The experimental setup is designed to exhibit the characteristics of the spring-loaded governor and centrifugal governor. The experiment shall be performed on the following centrifugal types of governor. Already I have mentioned in the previous slide: Porter governor and Hartnell governor. In general, the drive unit consists of a DC motor connected to the shaft through a V-belt motor, and the shaft are mounted on a rigid MS based frame in vertical position. The spindle is supported in ball bearing. The center of the sheave of the Porter governor incorporates a weight slip to which the weight can be added. The Hartnell governor consists of a frame, spring and the ball crank lever. The spring tension can be increased or decreased to study the governor. This is the Porter governor experimental setup installed in our dynamics of machinery laboratory. You can see the components I have mentioned in the previous slides. The operation of this governor I will show in the next video. This is the setup of Hartnell governor. You can see its component what I have discussed in the previous slide. During the video of experimentation, I will show you how to operate this Hartnell governor. This is the schematic drawing of the Porter governor. The following formula is used to calculate the governor's speed, theoretical speed. Initial reading of the pointer on the scale, it can be read from the machine in millimeter, that I will show you in a next video. Height gained by the slip, that also can be measured from the scale. Height small h in millimeter, that you can calculate from the geometry as well as from the reading. Now alpha value from this particular diagram you can also calculate. Governor height capital H, that is also calculated from this formula. Governor speed finally can be calculated using this formula, where the reading height gained by the slip, that is available from the setup, that you can read from the setup experimentation, during experimentation, as well as RPM rotational speed you can read from the Variac machine. Rest of the parameters you have to calculate using this formula and some of the available data supplied by the manufacturer of this experimental setup. Now there are some more formulae to be used, like radius of rotation, centrifugal force, actual, angular velocity, centrifugal force, theoretical, and alpha value, beta value. These also you can calculate. Here just I told you angular velocity omega, that you can calculate from the synchronous value n, which is obtained from the experimentation by observing the control panel of the Variac. Just mentioned in the previous slide that some value is already supplied by the manufacturer of this experimental setup. Those values are length of each link, initial height, weight of each ball, acceleration due to gravity, weight of aluminum slip, dead weight applied to the slip, weight of the arms on the one side, total dead weight on the slip, distance of the pivot of the central of the spindle. All these data are given. Now we have to observe from the experimentation in the following table data. Ship displacement, that you can observe directly, you can measure directly from the scale, and corresponding speed in RPM, which is in actual. Basically using these two value and from the available data, using the formula, we can calculate what should be the theoretical speed in theoretical. This is the calculation table we need to fill up with the help of the experimentation reading as well as available data, just I mentioned earlier. Sieve height x, capital X in millimeter, that is obtained through the reading. This h value, that you can get through formula 3 as well as some given data. Alpha value, that again you can calculate using formula 4, which is mentioned in the previous slides. as well as given data. Height of the governor, h millimeter, that you can calculate using formula number 5 as well as given data. Theoretical speed, that you can obtain through formula number 6 as well as given data. Further, in this manner, radius of rotation r you can calculate using formula number 7. Actual force you can calculate using formula number 8 as well as some reading from experimentation that will also be used in this formula. Finally, theoretical force you can calculate using formula number 10. Now, after calculating all these value, you need to plot the following graphs: R by H versus N theoretical, R by H versus N actual, slip distance versus N theoretical, slip distance versus N actual. Now, the experimentation procedure I will show you in the next video, where you can see how sample experimentation result is recorded through the experimentation.
This is Porter governor experimental setup. In this particular governor, basically we will be measuring the sieve upliftment or displacement in millimeter. This is the sieve part, and whenever it will be rotating, this particular marker position, it will be going in the upward direction. Once it goes upward direction, presently it is set in 0. So it will achieve its displacement as per the sieve displacement. This particular Porter governor, it is controlled by this machine motor. In this motor, this is again controlled by this variac. So we will be keep on increasing the speed of the variac, speed of the motor, and then it will be increasing its speed, and this displacement will be observed in this particular scale. Let's start with this rotation. So now you can see at a particular speed, this particular displacement it has achieved at the level of 7 millimeter. Now if I want to measure what is the speed, then this is the tachometer. This tachometer, laser coming out of this tachometer, I am directing it in a position where a white sticker is installed in this governor. Now you can see the measurement, it is coming out as 216 rpm. Now if I increase this speed, so speed displacement it will be also increasing. From this experiment, speed displacement as well as rpm, these are the only two reading we will be inserting into we will be considering in the calculation, and after that we will try to find out as per this reading what should be the theoretical speed, and we will compare what should be the actual speed and what will be the theoretical speed.
Now after experimentation, I have plotted using this sample data, I have plotted some of the requirements of these experiments. Here in this observation table, you can see the slip displacement and speed in rpm, actual speed that is recorded from the experiments, and this calculation table I have prepared using the formula 1 to 10 I have prepared, and this shift displacement versus speed of rotation, that means theoretical and actual, in both combined, this graph I have shown you, and you have to perform the similar exercise to prepare the report sheet. In this slide, Hartnell governor experimental setup is described. Here, schematic diagram of Hartnell governor is presented, as well as its photograph is also presented. For this experimental setup, following formula will be used: initial reading of pointer on the scale, height gained by the slip, radius of rotation, centrifugal force, angular velocity, force exerted by the spring and stiffness of the spring. These need to be calculated. Now radius of rotation that we can observe from the experimental reading. Again angular velocity, again in terms of n, that means synchronous speed in rpm, that we can get from the reading. Rest of the parameter we need to calculate. Similar to the Porter governor, in this governor, that means Hartnell governor also, some data is known to us, that is supplied by the manufacturer of this experimental setup. These are length of arm, initial radius of the rotation, length of arm, that means in two way, A and B in two different positions, that is given. Both are same in this experimental setup. The initial radius of rotation, weight of each ball, acceleration due to gravity, weight of the aluminum slip, dead weight applied on the slip, total dead weight on the slip, initial reading of the pointer on the scale, and reading of the pointer on the scale at n rpm. Now observation table, this is the same observation table we have used for the Porter governor. Here also we have to record slip displacement along with its corresponding speed. And finally, after taking the observation, we need to calculate this parameter which is mentioned in this calculation table. In the calculation table, sleeve height that we can get from direct reading, radius of rotation r that we can calculate using formula number 3 as well as some given data, force that can be calculated using formula 4 as well as given data, force by spring that can be calculated using formula number 6 as well as given data, stiffness that is calculated using formula number 7, and finally after calculating all these parameters for the all values, we have to plot the following graph, that means slip displacement versus in actual. Now in the following video I will demonstrate how this Hartnell governor measurement to be taken, and then I will show you a sample data and a sample plot.
This is the Hartnell governor. This Hartnell governor setup, there is a scale. This scale is basically inverted. If you see it very closely, 0 is marked in the top and the maximum value 9 is marked in the bottom. So if this Hartnell governor, it is rotating, and then this particular scale will be going up. So reading, that means sheave displacement, this is the sheave displacement we can measure through this scale. Now this Hartnell governor, this will be controlled by this motor, and motor is controlled by this variable. So let's start. So I am increasing the speed of this Hartnell governor. If speed of this Hartnell governor is increased, you can see this sheave displacement, it will also increase. So in this experiment setup, basically RPM, that means Hartnell governor speed in RPM as well as sheave displacement, this will be the two input parameter, and along with this we will be calculating what should be the theoretical speed and other exercises.
So after performing the experimentation of the Hartnell governor, I have represented this data. This left one, that means in pink table, these are the 4 data I have collected during the experimentation. These are the old data, and finally corresponding to data I have calculated this parameter, and I try to find out what is the average stiffness of the spring which is installed in this Hartnell governor, and finally I plotted this slip displacement versus slip speed of the rotation curve. Thank you for your attention.